What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre, One Shot Game. Man, you already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. And as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to settle in the life that has been faithfully designed for you, or have the ability to pave the path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So hey, look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that don't play small. Don't, you feel me, be who people want you to be, because it's complicated, but people feed off of that. Let me explain how that happens. Like, there's a video I dropped on Instagram that basically explains how when we are younger and growing up in childhood, especially it identified with me, when you know what I'm saying, don't know who to be, and you have this special gift, you know what I'm saying, which everybody has it, especially a lot of people that live on the street. They're easily sensitive to energies. You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably why they're trying to get that population under control, because they know that oftentimes they're the most gifted ones. But anyway, not being able to feel safe and being who you want to be caused you to take that energy and put it into your third eye, which means when you get into a room with people, you assess everybody and you basically be what they want you to be to make yourself feel safe. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mental illness. It's actually a really strong gift, and it will protect you. You know what I'm saying? But again, they've been teaching us that that's mental illness. You shouldn't be able to do that. You should just follow in line and do what someone tells you to do due to what they have in their status, not necessarily what you feel. You know what I'm saying? So again, being the fact that a lot of us grew up in traumatic fight or flight methods of living styles. And listen, again, don't blame your family. Don't blame your parents. They only knew and raised you the way they knew best. You feel me? It's like it gets to a point where now you have to take that wisdom that you gain and use it to apply it to your life. You can't blame anybody. It's time for you to spread your wings and grow and fly. You know what I'm saying? So, being the fact that you learned that, you know what I'm saying, it's almost as if a lot of people are basically in a world where they don't know them because they're too busy trying to be what everybody wants them to be to feel safe. Like and oftentimes it tends to make them not self-aware of the people that they can feel safe with, but they don't know how to feel safe with somebody that may be safe for them, because all their life they have been using that extra sense where they filter out and scan the room. And you feel me? I need to be what this person wants me to be to feel safe. So I don't really know if you're safe or not, because I can't be myself, because that's not what I'm focused on. I'm focusing on who I need to be to feel safe, which means I don't have the authority to be myself. You know what I'm saying? It's scary and it's weird, because again, with life, sometimes people are gonna make mistakes. Sometimes people are gonna betray you, but they also can help you in a sense, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watch the show Power, which I do because it's a very good show, you'll see how Tommy Egan and Ghost and Tyreek and all them, like, they betrayed them, but then they also helped them in the same sense. You get what I'm saying? But it's difficult to open up that space if you're attached, should I say. Like, if you feel me, don't know when to use your emotions and they're always on guard, you know what I'm saying, you won't know when to feel safe or when not to feel safe. It's almost as if, like, I need physical evidence to prove to me to make me feel safe. And there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? If that's what you require, somebody should be able to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If they're really on the same tracks that you're on. Oftentimes, the people who are not for you can't give you what you require because they're not on that same, you know what I'm saying, tempo. You get me? So again, being the fact that I believe a lot of us in the world have grew up with just basically being what people want us to be, to fill the gap. Like, if I don't want people to be upset, I don't want them to be mad, I don't want them to discard me, I don't want them to not, cheer for me and parade me, the less they know and the less I be who they want, the more I be who they want me to be, the easier it is for them to never discover who I am for real. So what that happens is it's harder to make true, solid friends unless you have wounds that you never plan on healing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's hard to get along with certain people because you're running from who you truly are for real. You feel me? It's hard to understand yourself in a world where everyone is supposed to be doing the same thing and operating in the same way to be able to feel safe. Well, I'm here to tell you I didn't feel safe operating how everybody wanted me to operate. You know what I'm saying? I felt safe the moment I knew who I was. And at times, it's like you're going to get hit with roadblocks, but it doesn't mean I feel unsafe. It's just time for me to put on my investigative questions. Ask questions. Always ask questions. If you're unsure about something, if you've experienced that before and it's triggering you, ask questions. You can never get, wrong out of that. If something's not making sense, ask another question until it makes sense and it registers to you. That's not a crime. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's going to be foreign to people who are not used to it. You feel me? But I think information and knowledge is what helps you stop being who people want you to be and feel comfortable enough to be yourself. So it now lowers, that ability to scan the room for feeling safe. But now it gives you the ability to scan the room to figure out who's really real or who's fake and who aligns up with your soul purpose. You feel me? You see how it changes? Growing up, though, it's like, ooh, I'm scared. I'm in fear. I need to be what people want me to be. That's what I'm looking for. I'm figuring out the room so I could be what they want me to be. But as you grow and you develop, it's now like, okay, are you on my soul's mission? Are you on the same thing I'm on? If you not, I can tell right off the bat. You feel me? There's no reason for you to be jealous of me. There's no reason for you to be envious of me. If you are in any shape, way, or form, it's because you're not on the same mission that I'm on. You're still discovering yourself, and that is okay. That's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. But again, it's something that you can see. You know what I'm saying? It has its benefits, you know what I'm saying? And it has its non-benefits. And sometimes, at times, you feel like a recluse. You know what I'm saying? I can't help the fact that I was given this. I can't help the fact that I was awarded this, but now I feel attacked. So now I got to go and be on hermit mode. You feel me? And go back somewhere where I feel safe just being by myself. Y'all don't threaten me. Y'all don't make me feel no type of way. I could just tell. You feel me? Your inner demons don't like me or you're triggered by me. You know what I'm saying? Because I have turned my sixth sense, which you probably have, to be safe in a room and manipulate and finesse into being who I am and only gravitating towards people that are on the same thing I am, which is self-growth, self-acknowledgement, being who you are. I like people that are different. I like people that do things different. You feel me? Because it gives me knowledge to something that I had no clue about. You know what I'm saying? Till you did it. Now I get to ask questions and figure out how you did that. You know what I'm saying? But if you fall in line like everybody else, I don't be impressed by that. That's not impressive to me. Doesn't mean I won't be your friend or nothing. It just means, you feel me? The interest in mutual conversation. The association between association and friendship probably won't go too far because you don't bring enough authenticity to the table for me. It's only there when you're awarded something. You feel me? And it becomes weird because people only like to be around people when they're getting something out of it, not because they're truly who they are. You know what I'm saying? Understand and realize all the senses that you have in your body that were labeled as mental illnesses are actually the exact opposite. They're gifts inside of your body that you may have been awarded and advanced at a faster level due to the toxicness of fight or flight in your life that they started to develop sooner than they would maybe someone else. You didn't know how to handle them. you didn't know what to do with them. So it was too much to handle for people who didn't have the knowledge to know that what you're experiencing is someone who's spiritually gifted, but they don't know how to handle it. So now you plan on capitalizing by making money off their giftedness. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's SSI, all that. I'm not hating on the money. You feel me? Get it how you live. It is what it is. But again, if you know you're gifted and you're getting money for that, why not turn that gift into a positive aspect so you could get everything you want in life instead of settling for that? Because now they have your giftedness under control. You feel me? You won't be able to make it out of confines of your mind by thinking this is all you deserve. This is not all you deserve. You deserve to be financially well off without struggling. But again, you have to believe. If you don't believe, you settle. And you capitalizing off of your giftedness. Same thing as people who like became successful off of rapping or, you feel me, entertainment, books, whatever. You feel me? They basically capitalize off their gift instead of letting someone capitalize off of it. It's the exact opposite. You feel me? It's just people figured out something before we did. You know? Listen. So many gifted people out there. We just been limited on believing what we thought was giftedness and taking it into, you feel me, a scarcity poverty mindset. When actually, you feel me, it goes way beyond that. You feel me? It's just, that's what we've been taught. Is the simple things that we become overstimulated from are actually the things that will help us grow the moment we know how to use them. The moment we know how to, you feel me, harness them and not be afraid. You feel me? And listen, it starts very young. If you get a hold on it early and you basically help a person zone in on their gifts by, you feel me, being supportive of whatever they want to do, you feel me? Listen, I promise you, by the time they get my age, they won't have to learn things that maybe we should have been taught when we were younger. You feel me? Because they'll already know the magic. So you won't have to be labeled by what they put out here for you. You feel me? Notice that all the things that we so eagerly want to survive are also the things that are controlled. I'ma just be real. Low income housing. You can't have nobody there. You can only be making a certain amount. You feel me? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, SSI, it's a cap. Sometimes there ain't even nothing wrong with your kids, but you got to make them act like something wrong every time they go do their checkup so you can get that money. And now you get the kid thinking something really wrong with them when it's not. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know what's going on, and you find out a way to make money off of it. You feel me? Listen. Everything that we may have learned and learned how to make money off of, they put a cap on it and they control it and they flip it and use it where they don't have a control on it, but we do. Really think about it like that. Listen, when you know too much, they be afraid. But I think not knowing enough is what keeps you trapped, and that's just for everybody. You feel me? And this is not something you can learn in a book. I didn't go to school for this. You feel me? Listen, I feel like the only way you can make kids concentrate in school is you got to give them something to be dedicated and look forward to. Otherwise, I'm more impressed by what I see going on outside of school. That's why I don't care about graduating. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You got to make it. Listen, if I was a teacher, school would be fun for them. You want to know why? Because they got rules. They got things they got to follow. But I let them be themselves and include as much as fun activities as possible. But put things they need to learn inside of them. Like, listen, people learn easily. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of the stuff we taught in school, none of that is used in real life. Maybe some of it, like the things we don't study. How to have good conflict resolutions with other kids. How to bond with other kids. How to talk to the teachers. How to sit down and act in the class. But those are things that's not really focused on. You feel me? The what we need to be learning is what they want to teach us the most. That's what we get a grade on. When I think it should be backwards. You feel me? Because you could get A's and B's and have a top paying job and still be an asshole. Straight up. And treat people ugly. You feel me? So again, I think it's just what we should have been focusing on, we haven't. And what we should is the new magic. It's the new knowledge. It's the new skills. You know what I'm saying? The things that we were getting a check for are actually the very things that is going to help us live and sustain life in this new generation. You know what I'm saying? Listen, never let anyone label you. Never think that you're doing anything too weird. That one weird thing may be the very thing that be the next thing. Keep doing it. You feel me? No matter what. Don't learn how to ignore the noise. It's hard, but it's easy at the same time. Because you build up your resistance to it. You know what I'm saying? We have a ton of certain senses that we use all the time, every day. It's just we were never taught how to harness them. We're not taught on a daily that we need to use them to survive, to create our life. We're taught something else. You feel me? So now that it's coming to the forefront, it's kind of like, damn, I don't even know what to do with these things that I got. I'm just going to stick to what I know. And that's going to be your downfall. You know what I'm saying? It's complicated, but it's a very real thing. You feel me? And I just got to the point where I understand now being sensitive and having feelings is the magic. Stop letting people make you believe that being sensitive and having feelings is not okay. You're supposed to be quiet, shut up, get the bag, and ignore them. Because that is going to hinder you going forward. Because it's the exact opposite of what is truly real. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to be understanding of other people's feelings and you know what I'm saying, trials and tribulations. That's how you get everybody on one accord. You feel me? But if you thinking you better and you feel me, you use your power and your senses to, you feel me, be better than people, to be mean to people, I promise you that is your exact downfall. You feel me? We all have senses. We all have powers. We've all been using them to a very big extent. It's just we weren't taught the correct way on how to use them because people didn't want us to grow bigger than what we were supposed to grow because their whole solution in life was mass manipulation to get people to believe whatever they wanted to believe. Listen, no disrespect when it comes to politics, but I say what I feel. Trump being the president, we would have been better off with Camilla. My bad, however you say her name. But because of people being so tied up into getting money, now look where we're at. You were easily finessed and tricked. Easy. It was easy. I didn't even vote. I'm not going to vote until I know. You feel me? I need enough evidence to know the person that's ruling the country is actually for us and not into protecting their own system. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the systems, y'all don't even know, were designed to protect the systems itself, not us. You know what I'm saying? We weren't being protected. We were actually the ones they were preying on. You feel me? So you got to come with a lot more evidence before you get me to believe something. You feel me? In my one little vote, you can't manipulate me into believing it's going to make a change. It's not. You feel me? I need evidence. I need people speaking the real. I need people speaking up about behind what is really going on. You feel me? Empathy is a key factor in the world right now. And if you have it, you're going to go far. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can get it if you want it. But if you don't, hey, just is what it is. It's okay to be about yourself. But understand that the ability to feel and be in other people's shoes and feel for them is going to get you a lot farther in a top position, leadership position, than you basically thinking you could shit on other people because you're in this position. You feel me? So it's backwards. Use your gifts and your senses to improve yourself as well as others and have empathy. That'll help change the world versus you using your gifts to have power and control. People are going to go against that. The things in the world are continue to get bigger because people now are waking up to the fact that everyone is not for them. You know what I'm saying? They have to be for themselves, or else nobody will be for them. And in turn, once you're for yourself, it'll automatically reflect around the people around you. Because when everybody is they self, there is no hate and jealousy. Because everybody's themselves. And everybody understand each other's prospect on life, what they went through. You know what I'm saying? Listen, so if you don't know what it is, I just told you, baby. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.